Where is the man? Where is the father? I don't know where. Maybe it's somewhere that far. Maybe it's not too far. Maybe it's many hours. Maybe it's gone. Or maybe it's around me. Until I look for that father. Then I said, Daddy called me. Where is that father? I couldn't find that father. Then I was disturbed. Then I don't know what to do. I said, where is my daddy? Daddy called me. Let daddy called me. I have been expecting that call. So many times, my daddy could not call me. I don't know who is talking. I don't know. Maybe he's speaking every day.
Moses.
Are you talking? Who is talking, please?
Moses.
I can't hear. Who is talking,
I
please?
am the Lord your God.
My God.
I've always been here. I've called several times.
I've been waiting for this call. I could not hear anything.
But you did not hear me.
I did not hear you, Father.
I sent people to you.
I sent people to me. I did not hear.
You did not hear them.
Oh God, why I did not hear my Father?
I spoke to you in your dream.
Are you sure? I did not know.
But you could not hear me.
Hey.
Because your heart is far away from me.
Hey.
Your heart is far away from your Father.
Hey.
That is why when I call, you could not hear me.
I couldn't hear you, Father.
When I sent to you, you could not see my
I couldn't
message.
see anything around me.
When I was even behind you, I was beside you all
Hey.
the time. I called out to you.
Yes.
I called out to you.
Hey.
I called out to you again.
Whoa.
But here you are, far
Yes.
away from me. But you always think you are closer to me.
Hey.
Your heart is not with me.
Hey.
Your heart is not with me.
Hey.
The doors of your heart are shut against
I
me.
want to hear,
The
Father.
doors of your heart are shut against me, Moses.
Father is calling. I want to hear.
Call me with your heart closer to me.
Hey.
And you will hear me when I speak. You will hear me when I talk.
Hey.
And you will see me when I'm around you.
Okay.
I have never left your side.
Okay.
I have never left.
Okay.
Son, I'm here with you.
Okay.
I'm calling to you.
Hey.
Receive my call.
Yes.
Open the doors of your heart so you can see me, so you can feel me, and so you can hear me.
So many of us, we pray every time, but you do not hear God. Am I talking? Am I talking? So many times you fasted in your room for 21 days. You do not hear anything. So many of us, God sends somebody to talk to you, but you never recognize the voice of your Father. And that is why many people, we are plenty in the church. We are having different crusade, different prayer camp, from one place to another, from Songo to Yanagbaja, from Ibadan Road. But do you know that only few people hear that God is talking to them? Others don't hear anything. You might be coming to church every day as a member. You might be a worker in the church. It does not mean that God talk to you. Am I talking? See, you can carry Bible and read Bible from morning to night. It does not mean that God talk to you. The reason is that when your ear is far from your dad, from your father, you could not hear that he's calling you. If your father stayed on this altar, then the son of that man stay at Yabatek. No matter the mic your father used to call you, you will never hear. If you are in Lagos, but your father is in heaven, the same place in Lagos, and he look at you every morning, if he talk to you, you will never hear for one day. Do you know why? Until you can recognize the force of your father. That is why prayer and fasting, different deliverance, waste without any purpose, any reason. Let me tell you, every Sunday you wear the best clothes, you carry Bible to the church, but God never talk to you. But the people that saw you on the road, going to church, carry Bible, they recognize you, but you're far from your God. Your God cannot recognize you. Even when they talk to you, you will not know he's talking to you. That is why we always made a mistake. You always fall into the trap of darkness. You ask yourself, I'm a Christian, I've been praying for many years. Why my life is like this? Do you know why your life is like this? It's because you do not know that Daddy is talking to you. So when you are taking a step about your life, you never hear that Daddy is talking to you. Until you enter the trap of the darkness, before you begin to call your father, that father will not answer. 90% of Christians today do not hear that God is talking to them anymore. Only thing that talk to us, it is what we like, what we enjoy that talk to us. What you like, you enjoy is one that talk to you. The thing that you don't enjoy is what God is talking about. Am I talking here? Am I talking here? Now, if your heart and your soul far, you will not hear that God is talking to you. That is why you will get you surprised that a Christian, a child that was trained in the Christendom, in the family Christian, married to a Muslim at the end of the day, married to an unbeliever at the end of the day, because he did not hear that that Father is talking to her, talking to him. I have seen a member, a child of God that knows God before, today marry an alpha. Then the mother came from America and said, Pastor, I heard my daughter marry alpha. Pastor, something is wrong somewhere. I trained my daughter in Christian family, Christian way. He's once a choir in the church. Then the mother cried, and she cried bitterly and went to the place to rescue her daughter. Then the mother came from America and visited the family, the marriage, and they saw her daughter. Cover her head with the yeah. Then the mother said, my daughter, do you know me? He said, Mommy, I don't know you. My daughter, do you know me? And he mentioned her name to say, Mommy, I don't know you. If you are because of you think that you can take me from this marriage, you will fail again and again and again. The mother cried bitterly and came back and said, Pastor, my daughter did not recognize my voice anymore. I said, your daughter, leave God. He does not hear that God is talking to her before he gets to that marriage. That is why you call her 10 times. If God call her 10 times, he will not hear until he can recognize the voice of God. The same happen to you today. How can you marry unbeliever that the family don't know God? And today you are in church. Pray for miracle. Miracle don't just happen. Because that God will not talk to you in time of your problem. He will leave you to carry your cross on your own until you realize that he is talking to me. Eli in the Bible as a prophet of a nation. Eli could not recognize the voice of God anymore. They said Eli could not see very well. He don't even know how that God is talking anymore. Then revelation is gone. Vision is no more working. Then God said, this man will mislead my people and raise Samuel from nowhere. Your father is not a priest. Your mother, but I will raise you to become a prophet for the nation. Then you will hear me. Then you will understand my message. I will talk to you, you will hear me because you are patient enough to hear me. But Eli failed to hear the God. That is why he removed the covenant of priesthood in his lineage. He removed it away and he said, till Christ will come, this Eli family, there will never be any prophet, any pastor, any evangelist anymore. It will be full of darkness. And the day this man will die, the last son of that family that was born was named Ichabod. Means no more glory. The glory is gone in your family. And they said, Eli slung and his head break. The neck break. That is era of Eli in the Bible. Let me tell you, your era is finishing small. When daddy don't talk to you anymore as a Christian, you better wake up now before it's too late. That is why we mislead. We go on our way. God goes in different way. What am I talking about? You are going this way, and the father stand here, and he's calling you, my son, come back. There's no road in that place. You do not hear because your mind has gone from that God. It's stay far from that God. You will not hear. That is why today, look at us plenty in the church. How many of us are in the right place now according to the will of God? How do you find 5 people out of 200 people? That is why today you will suffer the same way your forefathers suffer. You will suffer the same way your mother and your grandmother suffer because you do not hear that God, your Baba, is talking to you. Am I talking here? I told you last week or before last week that a madman is calling me and is talking to me when I was in UI Ibadan. At the gate of that UI, he moved closer to me and said, this place you are looking at, you like this university, you like the government and everything in this university, but this is Sodom and Gomorrah for you. Then when we were in the same pastor, I was embarrassed the way the madman was talking to me. I left the midst of it. I moved far away from the bus stop so that madman can turn, so that he can leave me alone. As I was moving, he followed me and said, look at this man, you are running away from me. I said, this place you are looking at, this university, is Sodom and Gomorrah for you. What are you doing there? Pack your things and leave. Then when I look as an embarrassment to me, I run, I drop one bus to anywhere. Just take me to anywhere. Let me leave the bus stop. This one is embarrassing me. Then I go to my pastor friend. Please, I pack my things. I said, I'm going to Monte. That one asked me, why are you going to Monte? I said, something happened there. Then I have to figure out what is happening to me. And that one said, I said, I'll be back on Monday morning. That was Friday evening. I packed my things from there to Abeokuta to a particular Monte. They call Uroke Saje. On that way, inside the bus, then during the 5 minutes to 3 minutes, I moved to spirit. I was first when God talked to me and said, my son, I'm the one talking to you. It's not a madman. To recognize the voice of your father that called you in the first place. And that is why I went to the mountain of Abeokuta. I spent 3 months. No food, no water, except the only clothes I wear along the way. Then from there to another place. From one village to another. I moved from that place to Igboora. From Igboora, from mountain to Igboora, down to Elekokan. From there to Elekokan to Lagboye village. Close to Lalata area. Then from there to Aransaki side. Then from there to your side. Let me tell you, I only carry my Bible, nothing else, with only one cloth. Do you know why? If I don't hear the voice of my father, I will not be here today. I will still go back to the same UI Ibadan and say, that is where God called me, it's not the ministry. But when I saw my mate going to university, finish university, I finished my seminary school, I said, I can't continue like this. On my mates, if they graduate tomorrow, how will I face them? I have to go and study university. That is my target. That is my focus. And God called me. You are a fool. I'm your God. Come back here. That place Sodom and Gomorrah for you. Let's assume I continue to attend the university. Maybe I will have ended up as a father at the godfather of secret court later. Or maybe the woman will be the one to finish me in that university with different face of beauty and gorgeous face, with different love of the world that can chase the man from God. That is why the woman you marry today, after you fail to hear the words of God, is Jezebel. The man you marry is the king of Ahab, but you never knew. You will end up the same way they end up in your family. Hear the voice and let the daddy talk to you today. Why do you marry when it's not the time for you to marry? God talk to you, my son, my daughter. I have a plan for you, but you do not obey. You allow the love to control your emotion. That is why the covenant of God in your life is no more. You will suffer like your forefathers suffer in their own time. Let me tell you today, read the Bible very well. Read the Bible very well. Those that fail to hear the voice of God, the Bible did not recognize them anymore. Those that hear the voice of forefather before they take a step, they are the one the Bible reckons with. Who are you? Who is talking? Did you hear the voice before you enter your marriage? The man you marry, what did they tell you? When God talk to you in your dream, you tell your pastor, I will believe in my dream, not your own message, because you are not God. That is why you marry the person you marry today. Let me tell you, you will cry as many times because the wound in your body will not cure. If it cure, the mark will remain there. Let me tell you. Àwọn tó sọ lọ́run nígbà ni wọ́n sìn pẹ̀lú ayé wọn. Ọ̀pọ̀ ló kúkú oró tí wọn kò sẹ́ Ọlọ́run. Àwọn bàbá wa wọ́n sìn Olúwa. Wọn ò já Ọlọ́run kulẹ̀, wọ́n sìn lójú ikú. ràn mí lọ́wọ́ kémi lè ṣe ọ títí ayé. Àwọn tó ṣe fẹ́ Ọlọ́run ní ìgbà nìyí tó gbóhùn Olúwa. Àwọn tó sùn lọ́jọ́ kìíní àná ò tó gbóhùn Ẹlẹ́dàá wọn, tí wọ́n tẹ̀lé ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀, tí wọ́n kò yí padà. Àwọn la fún ìlérí ọmọ ìlérí nínú ayé wọn. Ọmọ ìlérí ògo la fún wọn láti lè jẹ́ kán rí ọ̀la. Lẹ́yìn ikú ènìyàn, ọmọ ìlérí ni yóò gbé orúkọ rẹ̀ ga. Bó bá ti ṣiṣẹ́ o tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gbé o lè bí ọmọ ìlérí o bá jẹ́ mẹ́wàá lọ́wọ́jú rẹ̀. You are plating your family. There's no glorious child among them. Do you know why? Because your father failed to hear the voice of their father, their God. You are born in Christian family, a Christian family. They are calling you the names from the Christian way, but yet you are still unbeliever. You do not hear the voice. You are the one forcing your children not to marry in the church. They should go and marry from outside in the secular world. Let me tell you, when they cry after your death, your children will curse you because you need the money. Àwọn tó dé àgbélébú o nínú Ọlọ́run wọn kì í sọkún ọjọ́ alẹ́. Àwọn tó gbé àgbélébú Jésù náà rí Ọlọ́run. Ìgbàgbọ́ kì í wo ènìyàn kó tó ṣe ìgbàgbọ́, ṣùgbọ́n ìlànà Ọlọ́run fáyé rẹ̀ ò ló ṣe pàtàkì. Let me tell you today, all of us, we are church members, but no God talk to us anymore. God don't talk to us. We are the one talk to ourselves. We are the one do the things right. We think best for us. That is why angels of God will not walk. Prayer will not work. Fasting 7 days will not work until you come back to hear the voice and let Daddy talk to you. Every one of us here. If I finish my message this morning, I personally want to tell you, every one of you that hear the voice of God today, you are not in the right place God has destined you to be. You are in the wrong place. Stop telling God that say your prayer, God never answer your prayer. He will not answer your prayer. Forget it. That your children, they will find it difficult to fulfill destiny because they are born in the wrong place. They will struggle the same way you struggle. They will cry the same way you cry, either you like it or not. Don't allow any pastor to deceive you. Let me tell you. You read the Bible when God told Eli, this priestly lineage is over in your family. And it come to pass. Let me tell you, God will not talk and tomorrow I change his word. But you, mommy, you change your word every day, every month, every year. That's make you different from God and man. Do everybody look up? Look up. When you are growing up, you are young, they told you that God has a mission for you. But your family told you to go ahead, that leave the mission of God and go and fulfill your destiny. Is that the destiny of God for you? When God called me, I told my father that God called. My father told me, God called you. But that God will call you at this age. When your mates are running the course university, say, you are a lazy person. Oh, no. Then I went back to my pastor, I was confused. Then my father said, thank God. You're already in NC now, waiting. Don't mind them. I went to my pastor told me, Bodunrin, sir, I call you 3 times. Look at my life, look at the church. I was stubborn. I never listened to God before. I wasted my years because I want to please myself and my family. That is why I suffer today. Don't follow my step, because your father will die one day. You will remain only you. Then your father will not rise from death, from the grave, to come and help you anymore. You better obey the voice that you hear from heaven. That is why I decided to follow the voice of my father and neglect the voice of my father that bore me. I took the one I need to the one in heaven. Then later, after years, the same father that brought me to this world called me and said, truly I know God called you now. Let's assume that I obey him in the first place. I'll have endured I will have wasted the glory. I will have wasted affliction. I will regret that I born to this world. That is why I told many of you, all those young ladies and guys here, who is talking to you? The same person in the church talk to you. You will fail 10 times. Somebody that failed already. You take that person as a mentor. You will fail the same way the person failed. You never heard. See, they said a dog that we lost, we never heard the voice of an hunter. Am I talking here? Who's your mother? Who's your father? Those that you take as your mother. They already fail. You will fail the same way. Hey. If your mother don't fail, why are you crying today? If your father don't fail, why are you here like this? Why you live like this? And then shame. Look, until you join them, you will never knew that God is talking to you. Let me tell you the truth. So many of us here, we never heard anything from God anymore. Everybody just do what he like. That is why problem will not stop. Family cause will not stop. Family battle will continue to Christ come. Because nobody is ready. Who will allow you? Let me talk to God. Let God talk to me. They will tell you that you are a fool. You are wasting your time. Don't tell you that your mate has gone. I remember when I went to during my seminary school, I went to summer school. They call it summer school. I've passed to that summer school once in a year when I was in secondary school. So we used to have that summer school once in a year. So the student of OAU from the university will come to that school and they maybe third time and take the summer school for 1 month and a half or 2 months. It was being registered under the government to help the student, but they will not collect money. They will take them in one particular school. They call it Bodunrin College. So I was once in that thing before I left the Sunday school. So after some years back, I was a senior prefect in my own time in that place. So I went there to take the class to help the younger one, as they did for us. So when I got there, I saw my mate. They're already in University of Ife. So I joined them. They welcomed me. When I was in Sunday school, when we were at the same level, I branched that every one of them. But because I was in seminary school, so they now ask me, which class you want to take? You that call yourself a pastor, you will take them Bible study, or Bible knowledge. The all of them was laughing in the staff room. Then I pick a shock. I went to one particular class, the SS class. So I said, I'm in seminary school. I will not know you like others, but I will take you something that you will like. So I was taking the class. All of them was passing and begin to laugh. They are mocking me. That you, what are you doing in seminary school? No, that's a good deal for you. So I did everything. I left the place. I went to the back to my school that was crying in the school. One night, God told me, why are you crying? All of them, you will meet them, you will pass them. When God told me, I didn't believe God. But one day, years after years, I met all of them and I passed them. Move ahead of them. All of them today are still calling me for help. Do you know why? I allow God to talk to me. I was embarrassed. But God, that is not the way. My future is not that moment. It's still far. Let me tell you. The same people that give you advice that you listen to and you neglect the voice of God, they will come in and see. They will mock you. They will embarrass you. And you will blame yourself that you failed to hear the voice of God. The same people that give you advice, you want to showcase your color, that you are part of them. Let me tell you. If you don't know God and let God talk, your father talk to you. See, when the problem comes, God will make you suffer. I always advise some youth here. If you marry somebody who is not a master degree, But God says you married. Please go ahead and marry the person. Hey, if God tell you are going to marry a mechanic, but you as a lady, you are master degree, you better do so. Hey, see this marriage. Ojo kukuni. When you cook like this, there is a meat inside the thing. Fish, pomo, turkey, chicken. When the thing is smelling, you are cooking it. This aroma is good. You will prepare amala and neba. By the time you enter the kitchen and put that thing, you put meat. By the time you are eating, the meat that you said is very big. By the time you touch it, it's full of bone. And for you to return that thing back to the spot, it becomes difficult for you. That is the marriage for you. See, all this pretty face, now nothing. When the one last start in the marriage, you don't go remember powder. You don't go remember Mary Kay. You don't go remember perfume. Talking of saying you don't use to know. See, somebody of mine never rest. That could not see very well. When one woman want to eat my car, I look at the woman. The woman was just crying. He's fine to listen to the voice of the Father. That is why he cried. The rich cry, but you never knew. Let me tell you, your husband doesn't have a lot of money, but you are eating very well. You are paying your rent. You wear the same clothes, then you go together and walk down to the church like this. The same vision, the same dream. It shows that there will be a peace at the end of your life. 2, your children will be trained according to the will of God. 3, the glorious child will come out of you to fulfill something. Don't understand that? But if the separate one, that the thing is different, it's not the God's word, the voice of God before you marry that person. If you have 4, one of them will become a terrorist. One will carry the blood of the father you marry. That one will behave the same when he behave. You cannot change it if you like it or not. Then another one, a curse in that family will be upon his head, no matter how you try to save it. Hey, all these fine guys, you are not fine when you don't hear the voice of God. Hey, see, this your body, this shape they give, they make you run, they give you plenty song. You are the one on your phone play the same music. Mashabinu see me, you. No one is perfect. Let me tell you, you don't go remember the voice again on your phone. Oh. Hey, you better wait now. Let daddy talk to you before you jump and go. Somebody they carry you with fine car, they drop you. You thought say that person at the wheelie. You thought say it is end of life. Let me tell you, some men will reach when you marry them. After 4 years, they become poor man. Can you leave the man again and run away? Hey, look, you never suffered before. You never sell it before. Go to Shudi, go Mushi. You will see women who they sell pure water and soft drink at the bus stop, and they have 3 children at home. They never do that. Life will turn like that. Do you know why? They fail to hear the voice of the Father. That is why I told many people, wait till you know about life. What is love? Do you know love? There is a love. Where that love that is making you crazy. When you see wala, that love will go like this. You will go like this. Even when they say love, you don't go hear love again. See, the same man that they kiss you today, when the thing come, you don't have to go remember kissing again. See, hey, all this love, am I not see me? Let me tell you, it be no to marry you. It be no my dad can say you. Look, all this wedding they show for everywhere. Which wedding? They go tell you what they pass through. They don't go tell you. Hey, look at you. I pity you. They do like say pastor cannot talk to you. Many of you leave the church because the pastor they tell you the truth. Don't marry that man. Because I tell the man loves me. Pastor, are you not married? Don't worry. One day you will cry in the toilet. Which room? If you are crying in your room, you are lucky. Nobody will tell before you open the toilet and close the toilet. That toilet that said the smell, you don't go smell again. You go sit down on toilet and you cry. Your daughter will knock door. You say, I'm coming. I'm still bathing. You are not bathing. You don't go cry in your room. You go cry inside the car. Park your car to one particular bus stop. Enter one flip. You will cry for 2 hours. Let me tell you, by 50, 55, you have high blood pressure. Yes! Because God will make you suffer. He will make that man torture you, make that woman torture you. You go see hair. Another hair before you go to the hair that pass this world. You have 2 hair. Hair in this world. Another one, another place. Don't worry. Go, ori o ti fo e. O sese bere. Wo, pastor ni gba e. Pastor afe gba se wo ori ran pe ipin ajo re po Ọlọ́run lere. Hey, ẹ̀yin tẹ́tí wá ká tẹ́tí gba master, go and bring your certificate now and show us. Please, where is that master degree in your marriage? I thought you're supposed to be getting salary of 300,000. When they get to school now, they are doing like this. I'm a student. Before they leave, they are not like this. If they enter, they are doing If somebody that mother is selling pepper, selling tomato, if you do stays me mania. Ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ orí burúkú ìbìkan ló ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ó mọ̀ wípé bó ṣe ń fèkè láìfẹ́ tó ló wọ́n ń ṣe tó kó ṣe lọ́pọlọ. Ọjọ́ tó bá padà sílé ni wàhálà máa dé báyìí. Ohun tó jẹ́ tọ́ Ọlọ́run kò ní pílìsẹ̀ kò ní wù ẹ́ mọ́. Ohun tó wà tó rí lókè ní sùúrù láwà lọ́kàn ẹ̀ torí pé o ti rí ayé níbi tó yẹ kó ti rí ayé. O ti rí nǹkan tí ò yẹ kó rí. Ibẹ̀ náà nìgbéyàwó ẹ máa sọkú sí dalẹ̀. Ìgbà tó bá ń dé ti bàbá rí sí òjò kí ló fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ẹ lọ́la. Any super guy, any guy don't have anything, shut up and get out because you have tasted dollars and money. It's your brain. Tó wá rán bàbá tó wá dá, wọ́n á pẹ́ ọmọkùnrin sórí eléyìí, ilé máa wúlò fàyè, ilé ara ilé balẹ̀, ó nírò rí. Ẹni tí ìwọ rí tó ló lè fẹ́, nígbẹ́ kò sí ní level ẹ̀. Èyí tó wà level ẹ̀ kí ló mú fún ẹ̀ sìn. Ṣé bó ló dúró síbi tó bí màá dé tàbí pàjẹ́? Jáde bọ́kọ̀ ẹ̀ jáde kárí. Be your husband. Let's see your husband. Let's see your wife now. Oh, le mu jáde káwárí. Èmi tó lò manage. Ẹgbẹ́ so manage mi báyìí. Do you know the reason? Tá a fi kú àpá tí ò lè kó lára rẹ̀ egbò ní àdá ìjìnà. Wọ́n máa ń gbé àdó olúwa túra jù kí ló ń tútò ìgbà níbo láti mú. Ìjọba láti mú ìrìnàjò ẹni. Àlọ́mọ láti ẹ̀yìn wá. Ó dáhùn. Èyí tó jáde lára yẹn ó máa kú ní àdìde ó sọ̀rọ̀ èyí tó jáde nínú ẹ̀ yẹn irọ́ kò jáde nínú ẹ̀ ó jáde látẹnu ni ó máa bẹ́ẹ̀ tutù ó dẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ lè sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ ẹjọ́ éjì ẹ̀yẹn máa padà sí 15 years in the next 1 year ó tutù tó báyìí ó sọ̀rọ̀ ó dáhùn ṣe bí gbàgbé ṣe bó ṣe báyìí nígbà ogun jà ọ́ sọ wọn tí wọ́n báyìí mọ́ báàgì gan ọ̀nà ti gbé báàgì tó kò lé ṣe bíbí àkàn mẹ́ríkè ló ń lò pẹ́ẹ́díkè lọ́mú jáde báyìí èyí tó ń ṣe ní musilode ń lò báyìí èyí tó ń ṣe ní kútọ́ nínú kó wọ ìgbà mélòó àgọ́ tó ṣe fáwọn ti gọ́ sí wàá ṣe lójú wa báyìí ká tún wá rí ibi tí ìrìnàjò parí sí nìyẹn àbí lẹ́gbẹ̀ta rẹ̀ ọkùnrin gan tó bá ṣèyàwó fẹ́ wọn ìpẹ́ kú tó bá lọ wo fámìlì lọ sí ìlú òkè ọkùnrin ló ṣáájú obìnrin kú wọn máa kọ́ ṣe ní kú ogbe tó ju ẹ lọ lóòní kú ó máa kú alákọ̀ọ́kọ́ orí ẹ ó máa funfun láì tí wọ́n sisi pressure ni ó lè sùn ní ọ̀la àárọ̀ láti bàjáde ìyá ẹ̀ máa bàtẹ̀ mi jẹ́ lé ogun ni orí ẹ máa funfun láì tí dàgbà tíyẹn nìkan ni bẹ́ẹ̀ tí a máa jábọ́ ni ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ wàá bẹ́ẹ̀ sí bí wàá pákí ìjẹ́ máa ṣe báyìí ọmọ yìí don't make me fall in love leap fọ́ọ̀lù kẹ̀ tó bá dé bus stop tó bá ní ojú ẹlẹ́gbàá wàá gbàgbé wọ Mùṣín ìgbà mélòó gbé gẹrẹgẹrẹ tó wá gbọ́ ohùn Olúwa látòrí ìtẹ́ gbogbo ilẹ̀ sọnù ẹ wá wá mírẹ́kù òjijì ó lè rí mírẹ́kù wo bó bá pe náà bí tí ìbá gbé tó bá bínú òbí lórí òfo wo bó o bínú sí mi ọ̀run máa yọ́nú sí mi ni o bó o bí sí Ọlọ́run máa bínú sí ẹ tó lè mí kọ́ mo kú ẹ sínú wàhálà tó wà pásọ̀ kan sí ìgbà tẹ́mi gbóhùn Olúwa ṣé wọ́n wà ń bẹ́ẹ̀ ìgbà tẹ́mi pẹ́ lókè bí ọ̀bọ ibo ṣé wọ́n lè ṣe kí ẹ má bínú sọ́fọ́ lẹ́nu o torí ibi kọ́ ni mo rán iṣẹ́ pásítọ̀ kò ló tiẹ̀ sí pásítọ̀ náà fèsì tiẹ̀ rí ó wá dìgbà tí wọ́n bí sí pásítọ̀ bá gbé kọ́ lẹ wọn dà sọ́rọ̀ ẹ lọ́jọ́ tì mí náà orí ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì pọ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wo ó ti wọ̀ wo àgbélébù ẹni yẹn ẹjọ sọ́kọ ló fẹ́ àbágbélébù tí àwọn ló fẹ́ àbágbélébù máa kó máa rókì lọ́kàn rẹ God bless you all.